Good morning, everybody. Today is the first day of not Buzzword Word Readathon. It is the first day of the Winterween Readathon, and I am deciding to read The Hunted. It's right there by Danielle Vega. This is about, I believe this is a haunted house book. This is the prompt to do a book with the word hunt in it, and I'm really excited about this. Super excited. So really excited about this book, and I haven't read anything yet. I am going to read a short story and then I'm going to start this. So yeah, and I'll tell you a little bit more after I, get through it, because I'm going to be vlogging the entire week, so that'll be exciting. So today is the third day of Winterween, and it took a long time reading my short story. It took me 2 days to finish that, but I'm doing reading sprints, and right now I'm on page 17, I think, or 16 of this book, and nothing's really been happening much. It's definitely about a girl named Hendrix. What was her name? Yeah, Hendrix. And she's definitely she's moved to this new place, and she's kind of anxiety inducing because she's new in school and stuff, and she's just realizing now that she is going to be actually at this new school. And so far it's really good. I love the prologue. The prologue was kind of creepy, so just because the prologue was just kind of creepy. I think the prologue had Mary Beth. So it talks about Mary Beth, and how she's looking at the house and stuff, and this ghost that happens. But I'm super excited to read more of this today. Hopefully today. I mean, if not tomorrow. Yeah, you don't know. I don't know. I suck at these reading vlogs, and this is a short book, so it shouldn't take very long. But for whatever reason it is. But yeah, and that's it. I'll update you more when I get halfway or something that really happens or something. So I'll tell you what I need. Anyway, last night I read a little bit of The Haunting, and it's got a doll in it. I gotta say, it's very creepy. But it feels like it's a click book. Henrik's new in school, and she meets this other girl, and she's into a clique, and she's like, I'm trying to figure out what clique you are, and I'm like, really? Is this gonna be Mean Girls, but not really? Because I don't know, it just seems like it's a clique, but it's different people are hanging out, they're all hanging out, but they're in different cliques. Weird. But we'll see if I like it. Yeah. Hi. I am updating The Hunted. Don't know this. There's The Hunted by Danielle Vega, and I'm on page 122. Almost the end of the next chapter, which I will be reading a little bit on. ending on chapter 16. But this is about a girl named Hendrix who moves in, and she deals with like ghosts, I guess, but like seeing stuff. There's mention of PSTD or PDST. What is that thing? I think the PS, like the PSTD or something like that. And where you like do memories, and I think she does have that because this thing that happened to her and her boyfriend when she moved back. So I'm thinking like, I don't know, I want to say something like traumatic happened, like either molestation, rape, something like that. So, or something, or she was forced to do something, that could be another thing. So yeah, she's not really telling us what happened, like there's no opening up here right now. But she also, there's also like aspirations, like I guess ghosts, like creepy ghost stuff, but it's not really that creepy. I mean, it's really not. It's very much less of that, I guess. But one of the guys who kind of made fun of a lot, Eddie, which I kind of relate to. I love Eddie right now. But I feel like he's like not a bad boy. He's like more of an outcast. He gets made fun of a lot, and he believes in ghosts. So, he believes there's ghosts in her house and stuff. And she, like, upon mentioning that, she just runs away. And I'm like, well, you know, because you've seen the ghosts. So I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I mean, honestly, like, if I seen a ghost, I'd probably freak out too. But I'd probably be like, oh, that's weird. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know how I would react though. But I do think that this book is not as scary. I mean, it does have really good lines in it. The writing's really good. But I don't think it's that scary. But I'm not like looking for. I'm hoping this is more like hard hitting, to be honest. So yeah, we'll see though. We'll see. Hi, I am on page 131 of The Haunted. And this one is definitely interesting. But I don't know, it's just not as good as the Merciless. The Merciless was really good, and I'm not getting through it that much. But I'm not going to DNF it. I'm going to continue with it, see if it gets better, stuff like that. We will see. So, we will see. Hi! I am currently reading The Haunted by Danielle Vega, and this is the original cover. Yeah, I'm on chapter 22 right now. It's turning into like a supernatural story. So we have, and there's a love triangle or square, I would say, which has her ex-boyfriend whose name is Grayson. We have her kind of, the guy that people wanted to set her up with, her friends wanted her to set up with, which is Connor. And we have this new guy, which is Eddie, who is yeah, eat your food. Yeah.
Water, and then put some.
We'll make that a little bit, okay?
And then put the top on, and then you
Put like glitter in it.
Put the lid on there, and then turn it back upside down. Yeah, you use the bottom for the opening.
Ah, okay. Like a snow globe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a snow globe. Anyway, so yeah, I'm enjoying it, but it's kind of, this book is kind of giving me, like, it is definitely giving me Haunting the Blind Manor vibes, but I don't really love the way it is, like the way it's written, and there's not a lot of at stake, I feel like, even though it's a ghost, it's just like her dwelling on her memories of Grayson and how he like technically abused her. So this definitely does deal with abuse and stuff. I was right about that, so I kind of figured that because of Blind Manor, it's kind of represented in that, but it's not an amazing book. This is not by means like, oh, this is going to get like 5 stars. It's going to get probably a 3-star. I recommend, I think, but I don't know, and I think the writing in it is very like slower. Like, I don't know why, because this is a short book, like really a short book, but the writer is like, the writing is slower. The most of this I think I read in 2 days, I want to say, and I love that book by her. So yeah, I'm not going to DNF it. I'm going to continue with it and stuff and see where it goes, because I have like this far left. So I mean, not that far left, but yeah, I don't know. So yeah, and then you will see this vlog up, but it'll be going up probably on either on Thursday or something. So it'll be kind of close to the time, because I was planning on doing it on Monday, but I didn't finish the book, so I wanted to kind of finish the book. So I'm extending the vlog throughout the week and stuff. Hi, I did not finish this yet, but I am on page 193, and something happened that I think is actually someone that's being tortured, and they have their lips, stapled shut. This one kid, so I think it's a boy, but I don't know. And I think Eddie, who is her sort of a second romance, type of a hidden romance, I guess, forbidden romance, I guess, is hidden away. So she, I suspect he does it because he, like, when she invites her to her house, or she goes into his house, he, like, literally, like, not cleaning up everything, it's like dry cleaning. It got a mess or something. So yeah. It also seemed like his family is like poor, but not in that sense. To me, I think Connor's more poor, like, because he got mismatched chairs and everything. Like, that's definitely poor. That's not, even wealthy. So yeah, I am enjoying this book a little bit better more, but I would say that it is probably going to be a 3-star because the beginning part is very slow, and it takes a while to get into the characters and the mindset and stuff. Also, the girl Hendrik is very annoying. She's not that realistic. Like, she's just like, oh, I'm not going to tell anybody and I understand she doesn't trust anybody at all in this thing, but she makes friends right away. And it's like if you don't trust anybody, you don't make friends right away. Like that doesn't go bad well. And the people are trying to put her in a clique as well, which I thought in a box, and I'm like, oh, I hate that. So yeah, I'm still gonna read it. Still gonna hopefully power through. I got 2 marks left. I have 1 mark and then I have another mark left, which I might just go through and use that mark as well, and just power through it because I probably only have 100. I don't even know. So yeah. So I don't know, but yeah. And there's a sequel out this called The Unlocked. Don't know what to expect. So this could be a 3 stars, a 4 stars, or a 2 stars, depending on where it goes and stuff. Hello, and welcome to the morning of the 14th. And I'm still reading The Haunted. This book just got interesting. We follow, obviously, we're still following Henrik, and starts seeing visions of ghosts, like the victims of the ghosts, or this bad person that murdered them. And basically, um, she gets a seance person, and I don't know what you call them. They're they um they kind of you know feel the ghosts. I guess it's a ghost hunter, I guess. I don't know what you call them, but this is a girl that's really heavy into occult. She's Wiccan. To me, that's a little iffy because I read there's this holiday that I read, and I read that first because I like to kind of get the perspectives of the characters, or not characters, but the what they're gonna use with that. So they actually had one section which they went to this occult shop, or shop, and it said Ithaca, I think, and that was really interesting. It's actually a Christian holiday that some Christians and Wiccans believe, and the fact that they and then they make straw dolls, and they kind of celebrate this goddess's you know journey, goddess slash saint, because she's a goddess in one religion and she's a saint in another religion. So she's the same person. Who worship her, you know, bless her, or be blessed by her, or something. So it's a definitely they set out food, clothes for her to wear and her to bless. So it's just really interesting. It's like a girl kind of holiday in a way. I guess it's what yeah. So it's really interesting. But when I read the book, it didn't have any resemblance except the making of these little dolls, which I thought was really creepy. But it was also, I was just it doesn't make sense with the religion. I just read what it's about and how people are celebrating it, and now you're twisting it and putting these dolls. It's just really weird, that you're gonna use something that's true and not use something that's or something that could be related to it. Now, normally I would look it up after, but I looked it up because I didn't know what the word meant, so therefore I had to look it up. Um, um, but yeah, and right now she's getting suffocated by a ghost, and she almost died. And, or, yeah. So, yeah, because she was getting suffocated by this ghost. But I think it's like, I don't know exactly what it is. So I really want to like believe this is like kind of Blind Manor, verse 2, and What Lies Beneath. Because I feel like the ghosts are trying to tell her something, trying to show her something, but not really like, I don't know how to explain it because it's not really like, I don't know if the murderer is alive. And I honestly thought it was Eddie that was doing it because she started seeing the cat in his house. But then he saw it, or he kind of was like, "You're not, you're not alone in what you saw," which kind of like contradicted certain things because he didn't see it in her house. So yeah, it was kind of weird, kind of not consistency in that sense because I really thought, ooh, it would be really cool if Eddie did it, but I don't think so. Um, so I don't know, and I don't think Connor would do it because Connor's just a whatever happy kid. Like why would there's no motivation right there. So if he does it, I'm gonna be like, why? And that's weird, and it doesn't make sense. But I mean, I do enjoy this book. It is taking more than a week long, but it's okay. I extended the vlog, so I'll probably finish it either today or tomorrow. I don't know. And yeah, and that's it. Hello, hello from my son's room. I finished The Haunted by Danielle Vega. Um, I would say this one kind of surprised. Like, there was at one point that I was like, it was yesterday, I think I was reading it. It was like, oh my god, like, I was so intent of it because Eddie, like, I was like, Eddie's gonna be the bad guy. He's gonna be something, and he's gonna play all his like supernatural tricks to her or something. There's going to be something, but there never was. To me, I just thought, I really thought that, I don't know. I felt like it was definitely like way too fast. The ending was so fast. Like, I think the beginning was not good. Like, it was slow, very, very slow, and it wasn't like, it didn't until the end, the middle of the book, it didn't pick up until the middle of the book. And the middle of the book was like, oh, now there's creepy stuff going on. Now she's seeing stuff, and she sees like these three boys and the different stuff that happened, and then she finds out like way later, like way like the second last chapter, and she finds out that actually um that Eddie's mom wants to kill these three boys, and like I just was like, why are you gonna, like, I don't know, it was like quick. There's nothing leading up to it. Like, there was nothing like leading up to that point where you're like, oh yeah, this is definitely the killer of these boys. So you have no clue whatsoever. And then at one point, I think there was this person, Hendrik mentioned that the boys killed her cat. I was like, what? Like, I had no clue about that. I thought the cat was just like a cat, like in The Grudge, there's like a boy saying meow. I thought that was like a cat. I don't know, it was weird. So I thought this was weird, but I didn't think it was like really bizarre, and it's not that it didn't make sense, it was the fact that it just wasn't, it didn't hold up to, like, I love the merciless, and I love, like, the whole gruesome stuff. I like body horror, and stuff. This one had some, like, gruesome or violence, and it does have a little bit of, you know, abusive relationship in there, but, like, not as, like, I don't know, like, you could imagine it more than actually read it. They also have a lesbian character, a lesbian rep. So the rep is there, but it's really here or there to me because I feel like that they were just adding a character, but she didn't, like, the characters didn't have their own, like, they had their own cliques, but it was a high school, so everybody had their own cliques. And if I was in high school, I probably would have loved this book because, I don't know, ghost stories, stuff like that. It did remind me of Blind Manor in the beginning, just because Blind Manor is more about drama and it does deal with that. So I would recommend this book if you really like Blind Manor. And it did give me What Lies Beneath. Started to give me What Lies Beneath vibes, which is about the ghost trying to tell her something. So she's like, throughout the book, she's like, they're trying to tell me something, but I'm like, oh my gosh, like, yes, that's what lies beneath. The ghost was trying to tell her that this guy that she's gonna marry killed her, and, you know, she's dead, obviously, and he's gonna do the same to her. So this one was, I just felt like, you know, there should have been, like, oh, more to the story where, oh, these things, these boys, I felt like the mom, Eddie's mom, needed to be in there more. Maggie, Margaret, so call her name. I felt like they needed to be, or she needed to be in the story more because then it would be more grasping and, or not grasping, but like more connected. Like, you would be like, oh, that's why she did this, or she killed the boys, or something. There was no explanation on why she killed the boys, what was the purpose. And yes, I understand, like, murderers or people who are murderers will just do it just the heck of it. But sometimes it's an accident. Like, I don't know. It's just like sometimes things are accidental. So this one did not have very, and I get why it was, like, some people really enjoy it, like, from the writing standpoint and stuff like that. But I feel like this one's like a really low star. It was 2 stars for me. And I didn't hate this book either, so it's not like anything that, like, really, like, made me, like, go, oh. I just felt like the pacing was wrong. Like, you know, it starts off slow, which is good, but I also felt like there was more romance in it. And when I'm saying romance, I mean romance. There's kissing in this book, and I love you in this book, and stuff like that. So there was also instant love, but the instant love didn't really bother me in this book, as much. But it wasn't like, I felt like it wasn't instant love, because instant love is like, oh my god, I love you. Like, first time they say each other and they love, they're absolutely in love with each other. That's instant love. But this one, it wasn't like that. Like, she was kind of like cautious about Eddie, but she was like always running away from Eddie, and then Eddie and her kind of like get together because they're like, she's going to Eddie for her ghost problems. Basically, that's what she's going to Eddie. She's not going to Eddie for friends or Connor, which is her romantic interest in a way as well. So this one does have a love triangle in it, as well, and I did not like the love triangle. She has not gotten over Hendrik. So there's that. And Hendrix did something very bad for him. I thought it was going to be more like secretive, but it was more like just an abusive relationship. But I felt like it should have been more focused on that. Like, if you're gonna have somebody do that, really dig deep in there. Blood Manor really dug deep on on the fact, and yes, I'm comparing this to a TV show, but yes, I wanted that, like that dig deep to get rid of that person, and then she finally gets rid of him, but she doesn't get rid of the ghosts that haunt the house. But I will say that this one is really geared towards teenagers. So, and I am not like the demograph of this book. So I do think that this book will probably be better for teenagers or people who like horror or who are new to horror. Definitely check this out. But I just don't really like it. I don't know. I wish I liked it because I only read this during Winterween, and of course I love Winterween and reading scary books. But yeah, this one didn't really do. I wish I picked better books, but sometimes you know going with the prompt and then really reading something really makes you think, oh yeah, that was really good and stuff. But I will say that the ending was not as good and kind of left. I don't know. It kind of left open ending. So if you do like open ending, like I love open endings sometimes. But this one was more like, I'm not gonna give spoilers, but it was more like the character wanted something or felt something, and I don't know, it just was weird. Also, I felt more like I thought it would have been really cool if she would have been like possessed or haunted, like she was haunted and not like, because she kept hearing things in her head, and I was like, oh my gosh, she definitely, like, she's haunted. It's like she is haunted. She sees this ghost. She knows what they look like, that kind of stuff. So yeah. Also, there wasn't really good information about like the different things, like how you figure out the murder and stuff like that. So yeah, that is the end of my reading vlog. And I do hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, and I enjoyed this 2 week reading vlog. As for you, you might be seeing it and it will be really weird. But I hope you really enjoyed this. And yeah, I gave this a 2 star. I'm glad you know, maybe picked this up, read it with me, or maybe I hope you had a good week and will be reading Halloween type books if you participated in Winterween. If you did not, just tell me what was your favorite book that you read recently. It could be last month, even. Some people are really slow readers, so yeah. Just comment down below. If you like this video, give a thumbs up. That really helps my channel out. And click the subscribe button if you're not subscribed. I post videos every Monday and Fridays now. I'm doing it differently. I was going to do it on Tuesdays and Fridays, but I'm doing it Monday and Fridays. So yeah, and I hope to see you in another video. Bye bye.